Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel DR Mathematics and also welcome to the chapter of relation and function. Particularly in this video we are going to discuss about the chapter relation here. In the previous videos we have already seen about the order pairs, then properties of order pairs and then Cartesian product as well as the properties of Cartesian product. But in this chapter we are going to start, or in this video we are going to analyze about the topic relations, and this is a very vital topic, relation, because this is very much linked to the second year topic relation. Okay, so let us discuss about the relation topic. Before going to the definition of relation, just let us see one of the example that is based upon a relation, so that we can understand what is relation and what fundamentals are there in the topic relation. This is one of the example. Let A set is equal to 1, 2, 3 and V set is equal to 4, 5, 6. Both of the sets are two non-empty sets. By using these two sets, we can easily evaluate the Cartesian product of A and B. That is, A cross B is equal to 1, 4, then 1, 5, then 1, 6, then 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, then 3, 4, 3, 5 and 3, 6. And here it is the Cartesian product of A and B. Then it is the case number 1. Just let a relation R1. Suppose there is a relation R1. R1 is a relation from A to B. That is, symbolically we can also write down it as R1 such that A to B. Let R1 is the relation, or it is the set of all order pairs such that all collection of order pairs in the form of xy such that y greater than x for all x belongs to A and y belongs to B. What was the definition of a Cartesian product? In the set builder method, we can represent the Cartesian product of A and B. It is the collection of all possible order pairs where x belongs to A and y belongs to B. It is the representation of two sets, Cartesian product of two sets. But it is a little bit different from the Cartesian product. Here it is the notation of the relation R1, or the representation of relation R1, and you can see that there exists a little bit different term, or different terms are there in the relation term which are not in the Cartesian product. So it is a little bit different from the Cartesian product. Okay, that is clear. Then we have to find out, or we have to collect those order pairs or set of order pairs from the Cartesian product. But it must be, or it must obey this rule. What is the rule? Y is greater than x. That means the second component is greater than the first component. Those order pairs which are satisfying this condition, and we have to collect in the set of R. That means R1 can be defined as 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. You can see that here the total relation R1 is very much equal to A cross B. That means R1 is A cross B. And it is the equation number 1. Both of the relation and Cartesian product can be equal with each other, and it is the resultant or conclusion we have here from the case number 1. It is the case number 1. From this relation, we got to know that the relation can be equal to the Cartesian product. And from the properties of set, we know that any set is a subset of itself. That is, a subset of A. So if R1 is equal to A cross B, that means R1 is a subset of A cross B. Here we know that R1 is equal to A cross B, that is okay, but every set is a subset of itself. From this theory, if R1 is equal to A cross B, then we can say that R1 is a subset of A cross B. Here R1 is a subset of A cross B. So it is the equation number 1. What we have proved here, just we have found here R1 is a subset of A cross B. Then moving towards to the case number 2. Let R2 be a relation, R2 is a relation from A to B. So that is R2 such that A to B. Let R2 is defined as it is the collection of all possible order pairs such that means order pair of xy such that y is equal to x plus 3 for all x belongs to A and y belongs to B. That means we have to find out such type of order pairs from the Cartesian product, but from the Cartesian product, so that it obeys the rule of, or it satisfies the condition of y is equal to x plus 3. That means the second component is 3 greater than the first component, and we have to find out such terms. That is 1 4, then the second is 2 5, 1 plus 3 it is 4, 1 plus 3 4, 2 plus 3 5, then 3 plus 3 6. So these are the 3 order pairs which satisfies this condition. So here we can write down the relation R2 as 1 4, 2 5 and 3 6. And R2 is a relation. And from this you can write down that R2 is a subset of A cross B and as well as the proper subset of A cross B. R2 is a proper subset of A cross B and it is the equation number 2. Why is it a proper subset? Each and every element of the R2 set is present in the A cross B set, but some of the order pairs are there, some of the elements are there in the set A cross B which are not a part of the R2. So it is the proper subset of A cross B. So generally we can write down, as it is a proper subset, generally we can write down R2 is a subset. Here R2 is a proper subset of A cross B. Generally we can write down R2 is a R2 is a subset of A cross B. And we need this line, the second line. R2 is a subset of A cross B. In the case number 1, we have just proved, it is the case number 2. In the case number 1, we have just proved R1 is a subset of A cross B. Again, in the case number 2, we found that R2 is again a subset of A cross B. Then let us move towards to the case number 3. It is the case number 3, and here let R3 is a relation from A to B. That is R3 such that A to B. Let R3 is defined as collection of all possible order pairs in the form of xy such that where x greater than y for all x belongs to A and y belongs to B. What do you mean by x belongs to A and y belongs to B? The first component must be of the first set, that means x must belongs to A, and the second component must be from the second set. And here whenever we are trying to find out such type of order pairs in which the first component is greater than the second component, we cannot find out any such type of order pairs present in the A cross B, because there does not exist any order pair in which the first element is greater than the second element. So here we have to write down just phi. It is the empty set. That means we cannot find out such type of order pairs in A cross B. But you know that phi is empty set is a subset of every set. As R3 is equal to phi here, so R3 is subset of A cross B. You can write down R3 is also a subset of A cross B. So what we have found, or what we got from the case number 3? Again, in the case number 3, we found that the relation R3 is a subset of A cross B. So in all 3 cases, we got to know that each and every relation, whether it is a proper subset, whether it is equal to Cartesian product, whether it is phi, every relations are subset of the Cartesian product. So in one sentence, just we can write down that before going to the definition, proper definition, the exact definition of relation, just we can simply write down the relation is a subset of the Cartesian product of the given 2 sets. And the 2 sets must be of the non-empty sets. So just we can write down in one sentence, relation is a subset of the Cartesian product of any 2 given sets. And here it is the most important word present in the chapter, relation. Relation is a subset of the Cartesian product of any 2 given non-empty sets. You can also write down here non-empty sets. Okay, so this is all about the fundamental of the relation chapter. Then let us look towards to the definition, exact definition of relation, and solve some of the problems based upon the relation topic. Then moving towards to the complete definition or exact definition of relation, and that is a relation R from a non-empty set A. So first of all, we have to consider a non-empty set A, and it is the relation from a non-empty set A to the non-empty set V. And it is a subset of the Cartesian product A cross B, and I have already explained to you. The subset is derived. What is that subset and what is that relation? The subset is derived by describing a relationship between the first element and the second element of order pairs in A cross B. And okay, I have already explained it to you little while ago by taking an example. Then if R is a relationship from A to B, then we can also write down R subset of A cross B. In otherwise, we can also define the relation R as it is the collection of all possible of order pairs such that the first element must belongs to the first set, the second element must belongs to the second set. And A R B. What do you mean by A R B? That means there exists a relationship in between the 2 elements A and B, where A R B means A is related to B by one relationship or by a fixed relationship. So A R B means A is all of the order pairs present in the subset, present in the relationship, not the Cartesian product. All of the relationship or all of the order pairs that are the relationship in between the first element and as well as the second elements, and such type of order pairs are taken or chosen and they are put into the form of a set, and that set is the subset of a Cartesian product, and that subset is called as the relation from the non-empty set A to the non-empty set V. So why we have written here R is a subset of A cross B. It may be equal to A cross B. It may be a proper subset of A cross B. Then let us move towards to the some of the examples based upon the relation. Let A set is equal to 1, 2, 4 and V set is equal to 4, 6. Let and R1 is defined as 1, 4, 1, 6, then 2, 4, 2, 6, 4, 4. Then R2 is again given as, suppose it is given as 1, 4, 1, 6, 4, 6 and 6, 6. And the question is here, which of them are relations, and justify your answer. Justify your answer. Which of the above? Okay, you may write down which of the above is, or you may write down R is a relation, and justify your answer. Okay, this is the question for you. So first of all, we have to go through the solution part. Given that A set is equal to 1, 2, 4 and V set is equal to 4, 6. Up to this is correct because we have taken two finite sets, two non-empty sets. Then we have to move through the R1 set. The R1 set is given as 1, 4, 1, 6, 2, 4, 2, 6, 4, 4. Is it a relation? Yes, it is a relation, because before going to prove that any set is a relation or not, first of all we have to find out the Cartesian product. And the Cartesian product is 1, 4, 1, 6, then 2, 4, 2, 6, 4, 4 and 4, 6. Because from the fundamental part of relation we got to know that every relation is a subset of the Cartesian product before going to the exact definition. So by taking that, or by assuming that statement, every relation is a subset of Cartesian product, is this R1 set is a subset of A cross B? Yes, because 1, 4 is here, 1, 6 is here, 2, 4 here, 2, 6 here, 4, 4 is all again here. That means here R1 is subset of A cross B. Or in sentence you can also write down R1 is a subset of A cross B. So R1 is a relation. So R1 is a relation. Because we have not given the exact condition, just we have taken two sets, that means R1 and R2, and just we have to prove whether these R1 and R2 are relations or not. So we have to use, or we have to assume that statement whether the set is the subset of the Cartesian product or not. If it is a subset, then it is a relation. If it is not a subset, then it is not a relation. Okay, this much is okay. Then moving towards to the second set. Given that R1 is equal to 1, 4, 1, 6, then 4, 6 and 6, 6. And you can see that R2 is not a subset of A cross B, because 1, 4 is here, 1, 6 is here, 4, 6 is here, but 6, 6 is not in the Cartesian product. So Here R2 is not a subset of A cross B. That is, R2 is not a relation. R2 is not a relation. So here it is the basic problem based upon the relation topic, whether any set is a relation or not. Then moving towards some of the important problems or exact definition. So let us solve them. So here it is the next problem based upon the topic relation, and we have to find out. And the two sets are given here, two non-empty sets A and B are given here, three relations are given here in terms of their conditions, and we have to just find out the relation R1, R2 and R3 in terms of the order pairs. So here it is the solution. Given that A set is equal to 2, 3, 4, here it is a non-empty set, and as well as B is the non-empty set again, 4, 5, 6. So first of all we have to find out the A cross B. And here it is 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, then 3, 4, 3, 5, then 3, 6, then 4, 4, 4, 5 and 4, 6. Then we have to move towards to the case number 1, and here it is the relation. R1 is a relation. R1 is a relation from A to B. Is defined as, here R1, R2 and R3 are relations from A to B. R1, R2, R3 are the three relations from A set to B set. Is defined as R1 is equal to, what is the set given here? What is the relation? Relation is X less than Y, such that X belongs to A set and Y belongs to the second set. Just we have to find out those elements which are in which those order pairs in which the first component is less than the second component. Here you can see that 2 is less than 4. So 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6, then 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. Then we cannot include 4, 4 because it is equal to 4 is equal to 4. 4 is not less than 4. So we have to exclude this part, and then we have to write down 4, 5 and again 4, 6. And here it is the required relation, which is the subset of A cross B. Then moving towards to the second, we have to find out the second relation R2 here. Again, okay, R2 is a relation of such that it is defined from A to B, and here it is the R2 relation is given as it is the order pair of X, Y such that X greater than Y. X greater than Y, such that X belongs to capital A and Y belongs to capital B. And here you cannot find out such order pairs in which the first element is greater than the second element. So here the R2 set or R2 relation is phi, and you know that phi is also a relation, and here the phi, it is a relation phi, and it is also a subset of the Cartesian product. Then we have to go towards to the moving towards to the relation number 3. So relation 3, R3 is a relation from the set A to the set V, and it is defined as R3 is equal to collection of such order pairs in the form of XY, where X divides Y, where the first component belongs to the first set and the second component belongs to the second set. And here we can define R3 in such a manner that the first component must divide the second component. That means the first component is a factor of the second component, or the second component is the multiple of the first component. So here it is 2, 4, then 2, 6, then we can write down 3, 6, and also we can take 4, 4 because 4 is a factor of 4. So this is the relation R3, and all of the relations are again subset of A cross B. So up to this problem, we have defined or we have studied what is the relation and what is the relation between what is the connection between the subset and relation, and then we have solved some of the problems. Then moving towards to the representation of a relation. So here it is the representation of a relation. In how many ways we can represent a relation? In different formats. And 5 formats are there. One is roster form, then the set builder form, then the arrow diagram method, then Y lattice method. Another is there. The 5th one is tabular form. Okay. So here is also again another form, that is tabular form. And we will discuss about each one of them by taking an example. Just these are the definitions. And this is the roster form. In this form, a relation is represented by the set of all order pairs. So we have to collect all possible order pairs, and we can form a set, and that set is the representation of that relation in roster form. The set builder method, generally the questions are given in the set builder method, and that is the set builder method. And here the relation is given in between the two elements. The arrow diagram method, just we have to connect the elements, the respective elements which are in the form of order pairs by drawing an arrow. Then Y lattice method. In this form, the relation R from set A to set V is represented by darkening the dots. Just we have to plot the points in the XY plane. Just we have to draw the XY plane. Then we have to plot the respective points which are present in the roster form, that means in the form of order pairs, and we have to collect those order pairs, and we have to establish them as the dots or the points in the XY plane. And then in the tabular form, we will discuss it about in the problem time. Okay, so let us discuss it. Let us take an example. Let A set is equal to 2, 3, 4 and V set is equal to 6, 7, 8, and R is a relation from A to B defined as R is equal to collection of all possible order pairs such that small a belongs to capital A, small b belongs to capital B, and A divides B. That means we have to collect those order pairs in which the first component must divide the second component and represent them in various methods or forms. Okay, the solution is here. First of all, we have to go for the given conditions here. Given that A set is equal to 2, 3, 4 and V set is equal to 6, 7, 8. R such that A to B is defined as, R is a relation defined by R is equal to order pair of AB such that A belongs to capital A, B belongs to capital B, and A divides B. Okay, the given relation is one of the form, and it is the set builder form. It is the set builder form. Okay, so the first one is clear here. Then in the second one, we have to find out those order pairs which satisfy this relation A divides B. So the R is defined as 2, 6, then 2, 8, then 3, 6, then 4, 8. and it is in the form of roster form. So here it is the roster form. All of the elements of the relation are represented as in the form of order pairs, and that is the roster form. Then we have to go for the arrow diagram method. Okay, so first of all we have to draw the set A and B like this in the Venn diagram method. Then these elements 2, 3, 4 are belonging to the set A, and in the set B these elements are 6, 7, 8. Then we have to go through the roster form, and we have to find out those order pairs which first component is attached to which second component. And this, from the order pair 2, 6, we get to know that the first component 2 or the component 2 is attached with 6. So we have to make a arrow in between 2 and 6, and we have to connect to each other. Then 2, 8 similarly, then 3, 6, then 4, 8. And here it is the arrow diagrammatic representation. It is the arrow diagrammatic representation. Then we have to go through the lattice form or lattice method. Here it is the fourth one. So first of all we have to draw XY plane, and here it is the Y axis, here it is the X axis. They intersect each other at the origin. Then we have to plot those points. Those are given in the A set along the X axis. So the elements are 2, 3, 4. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, let us reduce the spaces in between the 2 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. We don't need this one term here. Then we have to plot the second elements or the second elements present in the second set 6, 7, 8 here. Okay, let us, this is 6, this is 7 and this is 8. And then we have to find out the lines parallel to x-axis from the elements of the second set. Then we have to draw the lines which are parallel to y-axis that are passing through the components of the first set. So this here these are the elements, and which elements we require? 2, 6. So it is 6, 7, 8. So here it is 2, 6. Then we don't need 2, 7. We need 2, 8. Here it is 2, 8. Then 3, 6. Here it is 3, 6. Then in the last 4, 8. Okay. So it is the representation of a relation in the lattice method, and by this method we can represent a relation by darkening or by plotting the dark, you may say the dark dots. Okay, so the darkening dots or the dots A, B, okay, you may write down it as P, Q, R, S. So these dots are the representation of, here it is 2, 6, it is 2, 8, it is 3, 6, it is 4, 8. So the dots present in the xy plane are the representation of the relation by the lattice form, and here it is the lattice form. Okay, so here it is the 4 types of representation are for the relation in different formats, but there is again another format is there, and that is the 5th one is here, tabular form. Okay, let us solve it here. Tabular form. The 5th one is here, tabular form. Just we have to make a table. Just we have to draw a table for the tabular form, and here it is the table. We have to represent, or we have to write down R, the relation R in the topmost left position. Then we have to represent all of the elements present in the first set down towards the R, below the R number, below the R letter. Then we have to represent the elements 6, 7, 8 from the second set towards the right side of R. That means 6, 7, 8. Then again we need the roster form of the relation. That means in terms of order of pairs, there exists 2, 6, 2, 8, 3, 6, 4, 8. The elements which are connected are denoted by 1. Those elements, if 2 is connected to 6, that means 2 is connected to 6. That means we have to represent it as 1. Then 2 is not connected with 7 here. Just in the relation you can find out 2 is not connected with 7. So 2, 7, here it is 0. Then 2, 8 is present. 2, 8, that means here it is 1. Whenever the first component is attached to, or those elements from the first components are attached with the second elements in the relation R of the roster form, their resultant or their result is 1 or it is equal to 0. Okay, you may see here 3 is connected to 6. 3 is connected to 6. So 3, 6, 3, 6, here it is 1. 3, 7 is not here. So 3, 7 is not here. So it is 0. 3, 8 is not here. So it is 0. Then we have to move forward. 4, 6, 4, 6, it is 0. 4, 7 is not there in the relation term. So it is 0. But 4, 8 is there. So 4, 8 is 1. So it is the tabular form or representation of a relation in the tabular form. So we have completed the representation of a relation in different formats. So 5 formats are there. One is Set-Builder method, then the second one is roster form, the third one is arrow diagram method, then by lattice form, and in the last by tabular form. Then moving towards some of the important fundamentals of relation. Then moving towards to the most fundamental part of the relation. Before this relation on a set, just we have seen the relation exists in between two different sets A and B. But now we are going to discuss about the relation present in on a set or relation on a set. So let A be a non-void set or non-empty set. There does not exist any second set B. Then a relation R from A to, okay, it is not. Then the relation R from A to A itself, that is a subset of across A, is called the relation on a set. Before going to this topic, just let us remind you what we have already studied. First of all, we were determining the relation R from A to B. We are just determining the relation R from A to B. So R is a subset of across B, and we have already discussed it in between two sets. But now we have to discuss the relation R from the set A to itself. That means we have to take that set twice. And we have to create, or we have to determine the relation in between A with itself from A to A. So here R is a relation, okay, R is a subset. Here R is a subset of across A. So this is the just difference in between relation in between two sets and relation on a set. Okay, let us discuss about it. So relation on a set capital A, just it is the subset of across A, and it is just defined as R such that A to A is defined as R is the collection of such all possible order pairs AB, where both A and B belongs to that set only A, and A is related to B in such manner. Okay, in such given relationship. Let us discuss about one of the example. Let us Take an example here. Example, let A is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5 and R is a relation on set A. That means that is from A to A, defined as R is equal to order pair of AB such that B is equal to A plus 1, where A and B both belongs to the capital set A. That means we have to find out such type of order pairs in which the second component is 1 greater than the first component. So first of all, let us go through the given data. Given that A is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5 and R is a relation from A to B is defined as R is equal to order pair of AB such that B is equal to A plus 1, where AB belongs to A, that is R is equal to, okay, you may write down also here and depict it in the arrow diagram method. So you may write down here, okay, you may take the representation of the relation by using arrow diagram. So here it is A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to find out those elements in which, or those order pairs in which the second element is 1 greater than the first element. So it is 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. That means 3 is 1 greater than 2, 4 is 1 greater than 3 and 5 is 1 greater than 2, 1 greater than 4. 3 is 1 greater than 2, 4 is 1 greater than 3 and 5 is 1 greater than 4. So the order pairs are, the required order pairs are 2, 3, 3, 4 and 4, 5. And here it is a relation on a set A. Then moving towards some of the fundamental of relations, total number of relations on a set, then we can conclude our video. Then moving towards to the very important last section of this current video session, and that is the total number of relations in between two sets. What is the possibility of, or what is the total number of relations can be found or can be evaluated in between two sets A and B. So before going to the total number of relations, first of all we have to rewind, or we have to remember those cases of the total number of subsets of a set A. Whenever, if A set is a finite set containing a number of elements, that means the cardinality of A is equal to M, then the total number of subsets of the set A is 2 to the power n. And we have already discussed it in the set chapter. By using this fundamental, we can derive the total number of relations in between two sets. So before going to that, I have to remind you that if the cardinality of A is equal to M, then the total number of subsets of A is equal to 2 to the power n. Similarly, if cardinality of B is equal to n, then the total number of subsets is equal to 2 to the power n. Similarly, in this pattern, just we have to find out the total number of relations, and the total number of relations is very much equal to total number of sets, but a little bit difference from the set chapter. Just we have to find out the Cartesian product and its cardinality. Then you have to find out the total number of subsets of that Cartesian product. So let A and B be two non-empty finite sets having P and Q elements respectively. That means the cardinality of P is equal to, that means the cardinality of A is equal to P, cardinality of V is equal to Q. Then we know that by using the properties of Cartesian product, the cardinality of A cross B is equal to cardinality of A and multiplied with cardinality of V. that means P multiplied with Q. Then if the cardinality of A cross B or A cross B contains PQ number of elements, then the total number of subsets of A cross B is 2 to the power PQ by using the properties of set. Then the total number of relations is very much equal to the total number of subsets from A to B is equal to 2 to the power PQ. Let us discuss it by taking an example. Let A set is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B set is equal to 5, 4, 5. Okay, this much. Okay. Then what is the total number of relations? What is the total number of relations from A to B? So moving toward to the solution of what? Given that A set is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B set is equal to 4, 5. First of all, we have to find out the cardinality of A. You may write down in this manner also. Okay. Number of elements present in A, 3, and number of elements present in B, 2. 2 elements are there. Then you have to find out the cardinality of A cross B. Okay. Cardinality of A cross B, we know that cardinality of A cross B is equal to cardinality of A multiplied with the cardinality of B. That means cardinality of A is equal to 3 multiplied with the cardinality of B is equal to 2. That means 6. Then we have to find out the total number of relations. The total number of relations from A to B is equal to 2 to the power PQ or 2 to the power the cardinality of A cross B. That means it is 64. And here it is the complete answer. And by this method we can find out the total number of relations in between two sets. So in this video session we have just started the topic relation and we have gone through some of the various input and fundamentals behind the relation, and we have seen different representations of a relation, and then we have gone through some of the fundamental like total number of relations in between two sets. In the next topic we will move forward in the topic of relations. Till then, thank you.